Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 5Roundz. It's good to have you guys. I have the boys here, Wantali and Patrick.
What's happening? What's going
Patrick,
on, guys?
you're mute there. You're mute, bro. You're mute, Patrick.
I'm saying I see your cat is back. It was just
the cat is always here, man. It's good to see you guys again.
What's up? Yeah, good.
Hope everyone is okay.
Oh, good.
No, we're all good, man. We're ready for the weekend. I don't know how Wantal is doing. He looks like he's ready with his snapback.
That's good.
I'm tired.
Well,
couldn't wait.
So, ladies and gentlemen, today's topic, as you can see, is pretty much controversial. So, it depends on where you're coming from and what it has done for you. Everybody has their own opinion, basically. So, we thought it was something that we should talk about today. The title of the topic is, how does porn impact society? It's a very, very big topic, as in today's social media world, where porn is always on you, is easy, has easy access on your phones, laptop, and any other device that you can actually see an image on. So I'm gonna start off by thanking you guys for joining. For if you're watching or whoever's gonna start watching, thank you so much for you guys. Wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. And please subscribe, like, and share to your friends. Let them know that we're here live, and I'm pretty sure they'll like to hear about this topic as well. And no further ado, Joe's asking who picked this topic. That was me. Surprising, that was me. I was watching something on TV, and I saw how, like, I was watching this documentary about crimes and everything. So it was talking about how people porn has played an impact in that. So I was like, oh no, that would be a very good topic to talk about. So not to get into that, to divert from what we're talking about, I'm going to start off with the first question. We want to cover up as much as possible with the little time that we have. So who's going to go first? I'm going to go with Patrick. Yeah, I'm going to start with Patrick with the first question. Patrick, as an addiction, as you know, there's some people there with a problem with addiction. I'm not saying you're an addict or anything like that. I'm just saying as an addiction, for people who have an addict. I'm trying to see what your opinion is. Do you think addiction acts as a? Oh, sorry. Go on.
I have a question. I don't know what porn is. What is porn?
Porn.
what is pornography? You know, what is it?
Porn itself is basically, I'm not going to be just for any minors out there watching, I'm not going to go into details about it. Is between a man and a woman having sexual intercourse, and so basically sexual intercourse in basically different types of ways. I'm not trying to take the basic definition on Google. It's really hard to explain.
Oh my gosh!
Do you know what porn is? Go on.
Okay, so porn, let's just get a Google definition, man. Honestly, there's no need to
there's no need for you to just there's practically no need for you to bite your tongue, my friend. Give me a minute.
Okay.
I got you there, Fred.
Embarrassing topic at the same time.
There you go, Fred.
Fred.
There you go, Fred.
Liz is like, as if Wantali doesn't know what porn is. Yeah, so he's giving you the definition there. Go ahead.
So, in Google definition, pornography, or porn, is usually refers to a representation designed to arouse and give sexual pleasure to those who read, see, hear, or handle them. Although sexual stimulation would seem to be a splendid goal, it is not always so regarded in a society still characterized as puritanical. I don't know what that word means. Maybe any of you guys.
I think that's an opinionated description. All right. Porn, right, in a nutshell, is a depiction of sexual activities between two individuals for the sake of entertainment, right? So this is what we're going to talk about today. Fred, if you could ask the first. Actually, just before you go, I want to
Yeah.
check. I'll check the comments straight. Josh says this is interesting. Lizzie says as if one Tali doesn't know what porn is. I don't know what porn is. What are you talking about? I'm a big.
You're caught there, bro.
Josh goes, can you show me a clip? I don't know what porn is. I don't know what you're talking about. A clip. What's that?
Sorry, we can't do that
What are you talking about?
under the guidelines.
You want me to show you a clip? I can show you a clip. 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 You get me?
So under the guidelines, we can't show any material as in relation as that. So we know we might have some younger viewers on his channel as well. So we're going to be as nice as possible. So anyway, just to not to take too much of your time, I'm going to go back to the question, which I'm going to relate to Patrick. Patrick's, as the question has said, as an addiction. Do you think acts as a replacement for real life sex, limiting our sexual desires in the bedroom?
Well, that's a good one there. That's a good one, Fred. Look, for me, I think it's got a lot of ways. For certain people, I think it does act like the real thing for them. Some people get so addicted to porn, they don't see the point of finding somebody of the opposite sex or the same sex or somebody else attractive. I'm pretty sure I've seen a few documentaries where people say they got so much into porn at a point where they couldn't see their partner the same way. They didn't see their partner as attractive. They didn't want to even sleep with their partner. They would rather go somewhere, lock themselves up and watch something, or wait for their partner to leave and actually watch pornography or see any sort of porn in any content, even if it's magazines. Some of us come from the era of magazines and videotapes, so but me personally, I don't think you would actually be addicted to porn at the point where it replaces the real thing. That's just my opinion for myself. But as I said, I have seen people who. Let me give an example. I'm going to name drop. I don't mind this. It's already out there, to be honest. Is it Terry Crews? Terry Crews said he was so addicted to porn throughout his life while he was with his wife. It almost destroyed his marriage. It destroyed his relationship with his kids. He was so addicted to porn at the point where porn was the gospel for him. He said after work, that's where he would go to. When he has emotional issues,
go where?
Obviously to porn. Basically, go watch porn. So he said when he feels stressed, he would go to porn. When he's having a bad day after filming films, he says he would actually sneak to his trailer just to watch some porn. So look, it can actually break relationships with your family and your wife. And yes, it goes as far as some people who treasure porn so much they wouldn't even look at their partner or anybody else attractive. They are satisfied with what porn provides them. They are actually attracted to
your answer is it does act in some cases does act as a replacement.
Yeah. Look. Pornography is a drug. You can also call porn as a drug. It's also a drug.
Oh, you're on mute there.
It's also addictive. I am pretty sure myself. I can also say there was also a point in time in my life where I loved porn so much also, and it also almost destroyed me because for me, because I love porn in that way. Also, at that point in time in my life, I was demanding certain things from the partner I was with that time that I saw in porn. So yes, it can destroy relationships. You're right. I can say yes to that.
For the record, members, ladies and gentlemen of the
Tali, your mic is a bit low there.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me just sort out my mic real quick. So for the record, for the people that can hear me or can't hear me.
How about that? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah,
that's better.
So for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, aka the people in the comments, right? Said when Terry Crews was stressed, he went to porn. He didn't go to drugs. He didn't go to violence. He didn't go to alcohol. He went to porn. Right? I just want you to remember that, guys. All right. Back to you, Fred. Oh, actually, comments. Sorry.
I thought like you're throwing a point there.
Yeah. Wait. What are you trying to say? I'm trying to say that it was a good thing that he didn't go to drugs, but he went to porn.
I'm not saying anything. I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that are against it. A lot of people that say, it's because I want to learn. I want to hear the points. and then we can go back to just what he said there. Yeah.
No, all right, go on. Read the comments for us there real quick.
I'll just read the comments real quick. So Josh says it definitely has an impact on us. It adds pressure on men. Does it just add pressure on men?
But what sort of pressure though are you talking about there, Josh?
I think in a sense of performance, because I'm guessing porn videos, depending on how long they do last, people might think that sex lasts for that long, not knowing that, in porn they probably have scenes and they cut these scenes, or they have drugs. I don't know how it works.
I didn't know that.
I also get where she's coming from. I think she's also saying, like, for instance, let's say majority of women, especially from other places, as soon as they meet a black man, it's all, what I have seen in porn, black man, they're indulged, and that's it. So it also adds pressure in that way, that you find the middle man, they're like, oh, this is what I've seen the black man in the porn, they're like this, you also have to be like this. So I think that's the sort of pressure he's talking about. And the same thing as one time is also saying, they think, oh, it's going to last for this. They don't know it's been edited, and there's cut scenes.
Yeah.
So I think that's where she's coming from. Yeah.
And Joss also says over there, says men expect us girls to be porn stars in real life, but there's some men actually, to be honest,
not really.
It's not entirely true, but it is true in some sense as well. If you are too much in it, you're too much in it, you obviously have that vision in the back of your head. So whenever you see a girl, the first thing you want is that type of body and stuff. So you're a bit picky in sense as well.
Is it practically the body people look for if you watch porn? I think more porn people who are addicted to porn, they look for the performances that happen, those other extra stuff that happens in the videos, and then the demand.
But how would you see those without in the act as well? We're trying to bring it in a sense that you watch it and then you're trying to find a girl. The first thing you say is trying to visualize her verse. Is it? Before you go into that.
Right about that. You can also say, okay, I'm going to be rating women based on the porn stars. But I think most people, that desires is what happens in porn. Then when a girl doesn't do some of those things, they're like, whoa, you're not spontaneous enough or freaky enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. You're right, Fred, about the body thing, because I've seen judge.
Moving on. I am going
with the comments.
With the comments. Sorry.
So Vanessa says porn is definitely a drug. Hi, Vanessa. And she says, I think it adds pressure on both men and women. I think she was just adding to Joss's point. Just to add to what Patrick was saying, just a little bit. Joss, I don't think I would want my girlfriend to bang me and 10 of my friends. You get me? So some of these expectations are unrealistic. I don't think.
What are you on about, man? What are you on about?
She says we expect but I'm just taking it to the extreme here. She says men expect girls. I'll take the comment back on. Men expect girls to be porn stars in real life. Well, I don't want you banging 10 other men at the same time. I don't think.
But why would you want to do that in the same time?
Yeah, but porn stars, isn't it? That's what she's saying. Because
some of them don't. Some of them don't do 10 men at the same time.
Yeah, but some of them do. That's what I'm saying.
Some of them do.
And besides that point, if she's got a lot of mileage, and here I come with my little.
Stop right there.
Nah. We're talking about porn.
Girls and guys got mileage,
No. I'm not saying. Listen, okay. Let me elaborate what I'm saying. Okay, when the clitoris gets widened by this extreme porn that people watch or whatever it is, it also becomes dissatisfying for the woman, right? So even the woman herself, her organs will sort of get used to this action that is normal. It's not a stimulation anymore. It's a job, It's just that. And the thing is, if it's that way to the woman, then it will also be dissatisfying to the man. That's what I'm trying to say. All right.
That's true. And most of the acts that are actually performed, are not actually true. Or most of those, when they're doing facial expressions and stuff, most of them are actually just there to perform, just to add in a little juice into it. You know what I mean? Just to make sure to lying to people, basically, that is actually what happens. And then if you try real life, then you get slapped. Don't be surprised. Anyway, just to go back to the question to you, Wansali, the same question which I'm going to repeat just now. Do Do you think, as an addiction, do you think it acts as a replacement for real life sex, limiting our sexual desire in the bedroom?
No, I think the last part, when you say limiting our sexual desire, I think it maximizes your sexual desire. In fact, beyond expectations. That's what
Yeah.
porn does for you. Porn tells you that you should want more than what you want. Do you know what I mean? But then the other part is, does it act like a replacement for real life sex? Hell no. Hell no. You know what I'm saying?
Explain.
In what sense? You know, are you talking about self pleasure, or are you talking about porn? You know, because these are two different things.
But that's what
Yeah.
that's what happens most of the times. You know,
Not
if-
really. Not
if
really.
for most single guys, if they can't get a girl, what they usually go to is to porn, and then just do the job themselves. You know, hide themselves
It's not
somewhere. You know what I
only
mean?
guys. It's not
But-
only
that-
Yeah,
guys.
it's not all of that, but
It's like
I would say 80%.
always.
There lies the problem.
Where did you get these stats? He says 80%
No,
of
I would
single men. Where did
say
you get these stats?
just my opinion. The stats are obviously more than
That-
those who don't. You know, that's
There lies. I think
that's
that's where
obvious.
I think that's the problem there. That you think that everyone who watches porn masturbates. That's what you just assumed here. And I say I disagree. There's some people who probably just like watching naked people on TV. You know, and
Bruh, is this actually coming?
no, I'm serious. Like
Nah,
there are also
Find
certain
this
people,
person
there
and
are
show
also
them to me.
there are also certain people that also like watching porn when they're having sex with their partner. You know what I mean?
True.
Does that mean it's a replacement? No, it can't be a replacement. You can't
It could be a
You
replacement.
can't replace something visual with something physical. You can't do that. You
It
know,
happens
so
all the time, bro.
how? I don't know if you've
You
done it,
think
but
porn
I'm-
actually
No.
is a replacement for real sex?
I'm gonna tell you right now that all the people that I have dated would tell me that, listen, it's better the real deal than masturbation. But we're not talking about masturbation. We're talking
But
about
Yeah.
then you're forgetting that the people that you dated are like the smallest fraction of like the population in the world.
Once-
You know.
Yeah, that's fine. But once again, you're assuming that when I say people have dated, it means people have had sex with. I ask them what their
That's-
opinion is.
That's
Yeah.
only based on your surrounding areas, from those you know, you as a person know.
That is
opinion.
that is true, but I guess my opinion is based on my experience and based
Yes.
on my encounters, right? So
Yeah.
you
So
asked me.
We will agree to disagree.
Wait. Can I back up? Can I back up one time on one thing?
Go on.
Some of those documentaries I watched about these porn addicts, none of them said I go and they always masturbate or something. Not
Exactly.
about that. I think
No.
some people just watch and they just want to watch. Don't forget, we can also put live videos. Those live videos you pay as porn. You know, people
Yes.
just want to watch somebody live. So it's not always about the finishing article. You know, the finishing.
Patrick, just to jump on that. Remember, guys, we were talking about. We had a show on here. We were talking about OnlyFans. Just to let you know out there, OnlyFans is planning to shut down the porn content, and they're trying to go big and trying to shut down that part. So if you're into that OnlyFans, just make sure you capitalize before they close off everything.
I don't think they're trying to go big. They're going to go small, because I would assume most of their money is generated through that type of content. You know what I mean? But anyway, just to get back to it, I don't know if once you're done with your answer,
all good.
so
No,
we can
it's-
jump on to MP. MP, what are your thoughts on the same question?
You know what? It's not really like when you talk about porn in real life. Like, this is a thing where you have people going into toy shops, right? And they're buying this inflatable,
The
part
dolls.
of theirs. People buying all these robots and everything and stuff like that. At the end of the day, is you realize that porn is not really a replacement. The real deal is the real deal. At the end of the day, the real deal is the real deal, and it does not stop there. You know what I mean? Like, because even though you watch porn would be something that's like just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or maybe 30 minutes. But when you talk about the real deal sex, it's something that
Seem like you're shy by saying it, bro. Be open.
I know, right? This is a podcast. It's free speech.
All right. So, let me just say that when it comes to sex is something that you can't replace, because then it's something that's really tense. And when you're looking at porn, like, self pleasure, like look at porn and you do self pleasure, it's not really that exciting. You need that tension between, two bodies, the heat, the everything, what I mean. Like, so when you
Intimacy. Without you trying to look for intimacy, keep the intention,
intimacy,
attention.
that's yeah, you need that kind of flow. So if you don't get that kind of flow, you can never add up to say that it's a replacement. Never. Never ever. You can put a man out in a very remote area without even porn. The real deal still matters. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, read the comments there real quick.
So, Josh says, what if people watch it for research purposes? You never know. People might, honestly, it's true. People might do. Some people, you think it's actually funny, but some people may not have had enough sex education, Also, for
Especially
some
in
people
Malawi back in the day.
so for some people to learn, certain things, they turn to the materials they have at things that you can access, because sometimes it's harder to ask somebody that question. It's easier for you to just Google it. How many people turn to Google these days for answers? You know what I mean? So yeah, people will use it for research. I think we assume that porn is the act of watching something sexual and masturbating. I think it's more than that. It's
part of it.
It's part of it, yes, but you can't generalize. You can't say that, because this is porn, then people masturbate. I think we need to sort of move away from that. There's
there is a sense to that, because after looking into research, if I may say, most of them, they say, most of the videos start off with masturbation.
Okay,
you know what I mean. So obviously, if even if you're doing it for research purposes, if you see what masturbation is, for you to actually know what's really going on, you have to try it upon yourself.
Sorry there, Fred. Did you just say most of the porn videos start with masturbation, or you mean foreplay?
Whatever, foreplay, which also includes masturbation. You know what I mean? What is? What would you? That's in the same category.
Say it with your chest, brother. Why are you stuttering? Come on, Fred.
I'm not stuttering.
You told me right there. Don't be acting shy. Don't be acting shy.
I'm not acting shy. I'm just saying it, just leading you to what I'm trying to say.
Say it with your chest.
So yeah. So I stand to my point that it acts as a replacement. I'm not going to say as a majority on a majority scale, but in some people's lives, yes, it does act as a replacement, because people, once some relationships where they break up because their partner is not really intimate with them, they want more, but that partner can't give them more, so they go into toys and all this stuff. You know what I mean? Because of watching porn a lot. I'm gonna stop there before I go in deep. Can we just go back into reading the messages real quick? Oh my god.
Okay. So it's Eon. I know it.
Owen.
Oh my god.
That's Owen.
I'm sorry, Owen. All week you've been telling me that. Okay, sorry, Owen.
Yakadi or something like that.
Yakadi says, "Look, Maswera Anzanga, meaning good evening, my friends. I don't think porn can fully replace the act of intimacy with a partner, but overindulgence of porn may make it difficult to enjoy the real deal, because your expectations are distorted." This is what I was saying. You see, my man saying the same thing I was saying.
Take the credit.
Dude, I said that. It gives you over expecting. Some people, so Josh says some people watch it just to get some good sleep. Hey, you never know, man. Some people do.
Everybody has that medication, you know what I mean?
See.
So just not to dwell too much on the same question, I am going to ask the second question. I'm pretty sure, unless anybody else has anything to say on that subject alone.
No, we good. Let's go.
Oh, we're good, man.
All right, gang. Before I ask the question, guys, please, if you're watching, please like, subscribe, and share. We can't stress any more on that one, because it really, really motivates us and helps us come up with more contents. And we want you to please write in your questions in the comments, or anything you would like us to talk about in the next episodes to come. Please don't be shy. And we also have a merch. We have them in our link. Go in our bio. It's all there on Instagram, Spotify, Facebook. We're all there. Anyway, jump in. The next question. I'm going to start here with MP. That's a question for you. Can porn consumption be compared to alcohol addiction? That's a simple one for you.
The answer is yes. Porn consumption is greater than alcohol consumption, more of in the sense that it's dopamine in the first place, because then I believe that you cannot watch porn in the theaters nowadays. You can only watch porn on your phone or anything else that's out there that's digital and stuff. When it comes to the sense of porn and alcohol,
before you continue there, I just want to explain to the viewers what dopamine is. Dopamine is a type of neurotransmitter your body makes and your nervous system uses to send messages between nerve cells. That's why it's sometimes called a chemical messenger. Dopamine plays a role in how you feel pleasure. It's a big part of our unique human ability to think and plan. Go on there.
Ooh, Professor Fred, you hit us up. All right. All right. So, like I was saying, it's first of all, it's digital.
Sorry, there.
Secondly,
can you start over because you're cutting a lot.
You might want to start again, man.
Sorry.
Your college is like a terrible porn movie.
Yeah, all right.
One from the 60s.
All right, sorry guys. Sorry guys, there to the viewers. I just connected with one of the internet providers because my previous network was also jammy. So this is a quick try, and I'm hoping that everything else is going to go on okay. Continuing to my point there. So I was talking about, say, porn. Porn can be watched on screens, cannot be watched in theaters or an open area.
Are you sure about that?
Well,
you ever been
to theaters out there in America?
Yeah.
You ever been to Amsterdam?
No, I mean,
sit down, sir.
All right, let me sit you down. Because then you're not just talking about one location. We're talking about the whole world. We're talking about the whole world. We're not talking about one location, right? We're talking about the whole world, right? Well, I'm just trying to get you to the idea that there's the Amazonia forest and all that stuff, whereby people don't really watch porn in their stages or whatever they set up, right? So I'm just putting this one out there. So just sit yourself down, yeah. So the point is, there's dopamine involved. You watch porn, you get addicted in the sense of it's done in private. It's done in private, and all that stuff is done in private. And at the end of the day, is you're comfortable with that.
Wait. Porn is done in private?
Watching porn is done in private. Do you watch porn with your family? Please tell me.
Well, dude, let me tell you. No, I think you're looking at it on a personal sense, right? And we just told you, like porn stars now have award shows, bro. These award shows have sex shows. They have like cinemas. Could you please tell me that you walk comfortably in your workplace or wherever and talk about porn? But we are talking about porn. We're not talking about me watching porn. We're talking about MP watching porn.
We're talking
about pornography, right?
But we're talking about pornography in society, right?
Yeah.
You can't randomly.
I think the porn industry falls under society, you know?
So here's a point. You can't comfortably just come up to me and start talking about porn right there and then. You have to find a route whereby I give you an open door to talk about.
Wait. Hold on a minute. Let me just look around right now. Are we not on a podcast? Are we not just casually talking about porn?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
Which is the open door MP is talking about.
Guys, listen, the question here is, guys, the question here.
But your man's was answering. Let him finish, and then
I was answering. But you're so quick. Let me just finish up. Right. The difference between the two is one's onto it's dopamine. You see it on screen, you get addicted, and that's it. And as well as it's done in private, and that's it. While alcohol, you can drink it anywhere and all that stuff. There is a stop to alcohol. When you feel that pain, there is a stop. While when it's porn, it's more like it's pleasure. There is no pain in porn, whereby self-pleasure happens and there is no pain out of that. So you can continue and continue and continue. While alcohol, you just have a stop to
MP.
it.
So what about those things I hear like on the news that somebody died because of masturbating for a long time after watching porn? Isn't that pain in a sense?
I tell you, that wasn't pain. That man or whoever died in peace, because then you know what, they were having that pleasure. It was a shock. While when it's alcohol, it's something else. Alcohol drains your energy, while sex, well,
It
pretty much
does drain your energy as well.
self pleasure does not really drain your
people
energy
have
to the.
people have died of liver poisoning. You're here talking about, it's easy to just drop the bottle and stop drinking alcohol because it's painful. People have died of liver poisoning. People have literally bled inside because of drinking alcohol, right? And you've here said no, it's easier for you to stop drinking
So
alcohol.
let me
than
let
it
me tell
is
you this.
watching
Let me tell you
porn.
this. The reason why I say this is because that when you're watching porn, most of the times, majority of it, it's in private. When you're drinking, people see you. They can see you staggering. They can see you failing in that sense. They can stop you in that sense. So that's the whole thing
So
altogether.
in a sense, what you're trying to say is porn consumption can't be compared to alcohol addiction.
What's that?
So in a sense, you're saying porn consumption cannot be compared to alcohol addiction.
It cannot be compared, and the consumption of it is that the two are very separate things to compare, because then one comes with pain and the other comes with pleasure that's endless.
But this a sense of pleasure in drinking as well.
I
Don't you
find
think so?
pleasure in having a good drink. Yeah, I find pleasure in having a good drink
Yeah,
and getting
the
smashed.
people when we have
And
a drink,
I
you
don't know
feel a
about you,
sense
bro.
of pleasure when
I
you're
do.
smiling, happy with your friends. That's a sense
Do
of
you
pleasure.
cry?
So
Do you cry while you're drinking or something? Do you know what I mean? This guy.
just
I tell you this, I haven't heard of a story whereby porn has killed a lot of people than alcohol itself. So yeah,
if you're gonna like
Okay, so
compare it to
that
that
answers
type
the
of
question.
that kind of thing, then obviously
But
alcohol has done more harm
but
than it
we
has
went.
porn. You know what I mean?
We
But
went.
we look into the question that I just asked, which is
all
can
right,
it be compared
all right,
to
all right,
alcohol
Wait,
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 addiction?
wait, 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 wait. Let's not just sit here and say alcohol has done much damage. Have you guys seen the documentary on YouTube saying the dark side of porn? What happens to porn stars themselves?
Yeah.
We can also include that in
Yes.
this, So don't just. It has ruined a lot of young men and young women's lives out there. People have killed themselves because of this,
but
Yeah.
So you can just say.
let me just make it clear. He's talking about consumption. He's not talking about you being the porn star, or you being in the porn industry, or you being the one that carries on this porn industry kind
We're,
of business.
we're talking
He's talking about
as
the
a person who's
consumption of
doing
it.
the watching. You know what I
So
mean? We
if
are
you're
the
But he's saying in
viewers.
if you're
general,
consuming
he
that,
made it general saying alcohol does more damage than porn. So I was telling
Yeah,
that
exactly.
don't forget that side. Also, don't forget that side.
Okay,
all right.
just to go further in, because I think we're running out of time here. I'm just gonna throw it to you, Wantali, just to brief us quickly on if can porn consumption be compared to alcohol addiction?
No. I think MP's already answered that question, to be honest. But to be honest, I will go in the comments and tell you who's even answered it, I guess, better or in a more straightforward way. So Josh here says, look, porn is free. Alcohol damages your liver in the long run, right? And she says,
But porn.
hold on. She says
Go.
you can't compare the two, right? Alcohol does more damage to your body than porn, right? So porn, you're watching it. I mean, what's the most prominent damage that's going to happen to you when you watch porn? Probably your eyes are going to go. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
with alcohol, there's a lot of things that can happen. Just from drinking alcohol itself. To yourself. So I don't think you can compare that to porn addiction. I guess you can. The similarities are. It depends on what you get out of both of them, right? So porn, some people watch it. Well, people watch it for pleasure, education, whatever it is. It depends on what you're getting it for. If somebody's watching porn to masturbate, right, and whatever, and somebody drinks to get drunk, then you can sort of measure that. You can measure that as similar, as two similar tendencies, but you cannot compare the two. You can't fully do that. That's what I'd say.
So it's a 50-50 for you.
Not really. It's just maybe a 20-20 or something, 20-60 or
What
20-80.
do you think there, Patrick? And you're mute, by the way. Well, can you brief us on at least 5 minutes on what you think?
I don't know. I always say every addiction has its own issues and every addiction has its advantages, you know. Some people who drink say that they drink, it makes them happy. Some people who watch porn, as I've watched a lot of documentaries, they say it makes them happy. It helps them not cheat on their partners. It helps them not sleep around. It protects them. That's what they say. But there's also a dark side of alcohol, which is some people die because of it. I've seen a few friends sadly die from drinking a lot of alcohol. Rest in peace to them. And also, I have also seen people who get so addicted to porn and it ruins their whole lives, you know, ruins their jobs. I know that this doesn't go to the fact that it's dying, but it also kills. Some people can actually kill themselves after they've lost their job just because of pornography. So for me, that's all I can say. The two lads have already answered it. You cannot really compare though, because as I said, the other one really damages you physically, but also it also brings me back to say I have seen porn damage people physically too. So look, it's a very hard question to answer. That's all I can say. I am very conflicted with this question because either way I go, in my head I have an answer of how dark either way can be, you know, because let's not take pornography as something very soft, you know. That's the reason why maybe Mr. MP was right for a minute, that it's something that people don't openly talk about. That's how bad it is. You have to hide it from the world, even though you attend that cinema. I'm pretty sure you don't flash that ticket on Facebook that I'm going to watch Star Wars or something, you know. So I don't know. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I get you. You just cracked me up there on Star Wars. Oh my God, how you they come up with these things? Anyway, but thank you guys for actually coming up with these points. And we should also look at porn as into the crime side of it. You know, I read something on Google there. I was doing a little bit of research. It says researchers asked over 600 adult men who were convicted of sex crimes about their history of watching pornography. They found that regularly watching pornography during adolescence was linked with more severe crimes committed as adults. That includes more humiliation of their victims. So maybe early exposure to aggressive sexual behavior played a part in that. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts in that? I'll start there with one tally. This is just a quick response to that.
Oh, come again. Sorry. Come again. Sorry.
All right, I'm just going to read it one more time, just for you guys and the viewers. Please comment there if you have any answer to this. Researchers asked over 600 adult men who were convicted of sex crimes about their history of watching pornography.
Yeah.
They found that regularly watching pornography during adolescence, when they're young, basically, was linked with more severe crimes committed as adults. That includes more humiliation of their victims. So maybe, and it says, so maybe early exposure to aggressive sexual behavior played a part in that. What are your thoughts?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's a
Does it is it a maybe, or is it what
all
happens
right.
really?
Look, for me, I studied science, right? And what science tells you is you can't do a hypothesis on a hypothesis. What that means is you can't guess on a guess. You know, you can't assume on an assumption. If it's a fact, then you can say, okay, it's likely to happen this way, and this is the behavior of it. What am I trying to say here? This was a survey taken based on opinion. You know, so based on, oh, because you were exposed to this when you were 3 means it's the reason you commit a crime when you're 18. You know, there has to be a pattern of proof. You know, for example, if you're watching porn at, I don't know, 5 or 6, and you've seen some aggressive porn behavior at the age of 10, what does your girlfriend say, right? Did your girlfriend say, oh, when he was pleasuring me, he would grab me on the neck, he would want me to try the things that he was watching? Then at 18, you commit the crime. That is a pattern. It's a statement of events. This was just a study based on an activity that happened a long time ago. So for me, I wouldn't say that was the reason. You know, I wouldn't. Maybe it played a part, but you cannot point what he committed at 18 to what he watched at 6, 10, or something like that. You know, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, so that's basically what it says. It was linked.
Yeah, it was linked. So
Yeah,
what do
that's
you
basically
mean?
what I said. It, as in, you know, the,
What,
it
because
says including humility and of their victim to humiliate their victims
yeah,
in a sexual manner. You know what I mean? As in from watching what they've been watching as young. So now they're fully grown adults.
I
They're,
get what you're
yeah,
saying. I get what you're saying, but you have to go back to what you said. You said it was linked. Yeah. So what
yeah.
you're saying is what they did is because they watched this. That's what you're trying to say, because it's not that you're saying that it could possibly be that they watched what they watched has influenced them to do what they're doing now. You know what I mean?
But isn't that the case though?
No, I still think it's not the case, because you can't look at something like that, you know, and go, this is the reason you've committed the crime. I don't think so. There's a lot of things that come into play. For example, your upbringing, right? So how did the people that were around you teach you the perception of a woman? You know what I mean? Because yeah, if you watch porn that's aggressive towards women, and your mother or your dad tells you, if you slap a girl, or say for example, one day this guy slapped a girl and his dad whoops him, it doesn't matter how much porn he watches that's aggressive. He's not going to turn around and commit a crime based on what he's watched. Do you know what I mean? So that, like I said,
Yeah.
it's a guess. You know, you don't know the surrounding influences. You don't. You know,
All
maybe
right.
he's got sisters, daughters. I don't know. You know.
That's true. All right, just to cut you short there, I'm just going to throw the same one to Patrick there. Just give us just 2 minutes there, Patrick, if you can. What do you think as well? Or do you want me to read the whole thing again, or you're okay?
No, it's fine. I was listening. I was
He's
listening
getting
to
teary. He's getting
to, to
teary.
brother to brother Wantali, brother Wantali dissecting that lovely question you just asked. You know, I don't know. The thing is, sadly, I'm going to go with Wantali because I have been one of the guys who always criticizes these TV shows where they say, "Oh, as a child, this happened to you." Oh yeah, like you know yourselves. I've put this in the group. I like watching these interviews where there's pimps, there's prostitutes or drug addicts. They always ask them the same thing. It's like, when you're a child, were you abused? They say yes, and they say, oh. So I was like, okay, so you're trying to connect that every time when you're a child and you get abused, you end up becoming a prostitute. Is that what you use? I don't know. For me, when I sit there and say, okay, look, you get abused as a child, or you see your father or mom abusing somebody. Why don't you become better then? If that's the case, if you grow up in a family where parents are arguing,
Yeah.
then you tell maybe somebody else in the future, the reason why I'm like this is because when I was a kid, my parents used to argue, abuse each other. So I don't get that, because we saw things when we were kids, you know, from either aunties or in our houses, but we still moved on from that. You don't. I have tried few things before when I was younger, but you don't see me doing those things now. So I think it's either choice or somebody just that they like what they're doing. So these people, when they're coming in the prison and say, "Oh, the reason why these 600 guys are like this is because they used to watch blah 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 blah." But all of us here, who here has never seen pornography at a young age? Please put your hand up. Exactly. So let's move on.
Excuse me. No, 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 no. Listen, are you saying exposed to pornography at a young age, or seeing it out of your way? Because we've got to
Seeing
clarify
it at a young age when you were younger. But I'm saying,
Okay.
has it led you to any of these things? No.
No,
So
no.
Nobody's gonna come out here and say, hey, "You led
No,
me to do this." No.
no. Well. I don't
Yeah,
know.
let's keep that to in the comment section. I'm just
It's
gonna go straight to MP over here. MP, please, 1 minute. We're out of time already, so just give us a quick brief there.
I think that really hit me hard. The two guys, well, Montali and Patrick have said it better. I would just say, in the same context, to say that, geez, sorry, my network is a bit jammy. I'll just say in the same context that let's not lie to say that porn gets you to do certain things. It's all in your mind in the first place. It's all in your mind. Somewhere, somehow, subconsciously, someone else feeds you something to say that this is a way to treat a woman, or this is a way to treat a man. This is how you're supposed to handle a man when you're in bed, and this is how you're supposed to do it, blah 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 and stuff, right? I think when it comes to the behaviors of how people treat each other, your cat there, how people treat each other, in the situations whereby they relate certain actions from porn to put it over. Uh, like I really find it very difficult. I'm just gonna keep it short. I really find it difficult to keep blaming on something, to say this is what porn has done to me because I was introduced to porn at a young age, or this is what I did because then I was introduced to porn at this age. It
So
does not.
basically, it's just
Yeah,
an excuse to do
it's an
something
excuse.
stupid.
Yeah, it is an excuse to do whatever you want to do, because then people are already really sick in the mind. They're just waiting for that Pandora box to be open, and then once that's open, the true character comes out. So, I would say, if you're going to treat someone else, if you're going to treat someone else rough because then you've seen some certain porn scene, uh, that comes through because of low self-esteem, because then maybe you had a certain partner and that partner didn't let you to do that thing, and then you want to go through with that thing, and the opportunity that you get with, let's say, you get to pay for your sex, and then you perform those actions. Oh, sorry, my network there. So you, like, for example, the opportunity some people get whereby they get to pay for sex to perform those kind of actions, those porn actions that they've seen on, like, screen and stuff like that. In that sense, it's just like their sick mind. It's just the sick mind, low self-esteem and everything, to do that in a rough way. You can always do it in a better way. That's all I think. Like, it's all in the mind. It's all, yeah, no excuse
Okay,
given to that.
that's good for me.
That's
And
good
you
there.
want to do the comments?
You wanna do the comments there one time, so
Yes,
before I
of
close?
course. So Josh says, I think it depends on the individual. How one's been brought up, how one's been brought up has a direct impact on your behavior. As someone are used to the pain. Oh, or some are used to the pain. So what she's trying to say there is how you've been brought up is obviously how how you can how you impact someone, or how it impacts your behavior. Basically, that's what she's trying to say. So some people might be used to the pain, or some people might be used to inflicting pain on others. We've got what's Manchester Blue 19. Hello. Got a few people in there in the chat having private chats as well. Hi guys, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, and how you doing, Yo-Yo? Let me just shout out to Yo-Yo. How you doing, Yo-Yo? Nice to have you. Nice to have you representing there.
I think this sums up our time for today. Guys, thank you.
Wait, can I say one more thing before we move on? Just
Go
one
on.
more thing. Look, guys. I just wanted to say one more good thing. Let's not just put porn and just say, oh, porn is horrible. I know we've been talking about it a lot and looking down on it. I can also say there's a positive part of it. Porn actually taught most of us who came from a country where parents never sit down with you and tell you anything. So porn had a bit of a positive side also, where it taught you certain aspects of sex and certain ways to do things. You know, for me, I can put my hand and admit that few things I learned from porn. Yeah.
And what did you learn?
That's for another day.
All right, guys. Just to summarize the whole topic here, everybody has their opinion about porn as well. I know some people have met people addicted to porn, and we know some people actually committed crimes because of it and stuff. So not everything is all like bad. I mean, there's some positive as well. What Patrick here was talking about, depending on what you're using it for, is what I would say it only adds to your life. The depends on what you're watching. Basically, if you're into that aggressive stuff, then you're obviously likely to do something aggressive. But you're into that other simple stuff, then obviously you're likely to go that road as well. But pornography as a genre in society, everybody has their own opinion. Nowadays everybody's watching them on their phones and everything, on their laptops and stuff. Now kids, even at the age of 12, expose this. And it depends also what they're watching as well. So as parents as well, please be aware of what your kids are doing out there and stuff. So just to cut this short, I would like to thank Wantali, Patrick, and MP for this topic. And everybody's actually sent some good points over here, and it's been amazing. And just for you viewers as well, being with us, interacting as well. Thank you so much for your comments, and please continue to comment, and we'll be there to reply to you individually if possible. Of us have time, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to your friends, and please give us your opinions as well. We'll use them in the next IG topic and we have an IG session tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I will be there, and my friend here, Patrick, will be hosting this, and it's going to be let's please make sure you're there to participate in what we're going to talk about. Feel free to actually send us an invite if you want to jump on and talk about something as well. So we're there. We want to interact with you guys as well. And we have our merch. We have our merch. It's in our bio as well. Take a look at it with some few stuff in there as well. If you like, it's on Facebook, Instagram, all is there. And you can see we're all wearing one here. Everybody's wearing one and stuff. But feel free to ask what the price is. The price is actually there. You don't even need to ask. You know what I mean? So thank you so much, guys, for watching. And we are out. See you tomorrow.
Take it easy, guys. See you tomorrow.